Deep in the heart of the Congo, a place cloaked in legend and largely unexplored, lie bizarre creatures, baffling discoveries, and natural wonders that challenge science. Why have these findings been overlooked for so long? And what terrifying truths are still lurking, waiting to be uncovered? In today's video, we unveil 25 eerie discoveries from the Congo that continue to shock the world. Let's dive in. Cobalt mines in the Democratic Republic of the Congo are often linked to poor working conditions and human rights concerns. Mainly located in Katanga, these mines produce a key material used in batteries for phones and electric vehicles. Many operations are informal, where workers, including some children, may face long hours, exposure to harmful substances, and a lack of safety protections. Reports have highlighted that children as young as 7 are involved, raising serious concerns about health and education. These challenges have drawn international attention and increased calls for reform in the global cobalt supply chain. Congo, known as the Land of Volcanoes, has active peaks like Mount Nyiragongo and Nyamaragira in the Virunga Mountains. Nyamaragira's lava flows can threaten nearby settlements. Scientists study this area because of its unique and changing geology. Mount Nyiragongo is one of the most active volcanoes in the world. It has erupted for over a century and produces the fastest lava recorded, moving up to 60 miles per hour, faster than city traffic. In 2002, an eruption destroyed much of Goma, forcing over 400,000 people to evacuate as lava covered neighborhoods and buried the airport runway under 10 feet of rock. Nearby Lake Kivu holds 65 billion cubic meters of methane gas. A major volcanic event could disturb the lake, releasing gas that threatens over 2 million people within a 25-mile radius. The region also faces a natural hazard called Mazuku, or evil wind, where carbon dioxide pools in low areas and can be dangerous, with cases of families affected during sleep. This area has serious natural hazards that need careful monitoring and preparedness. Over 25 million people in the Congo face severe food insecurity, more than the population of Australia. This is surprising because the Congo has fertile soil, abundant rainfall, and ideal climate for farming. The Congo River could irrigate farmland as large as India, yet ongoing conflict has severely affected agriculture. Armed groups control many farming areas, making it unsafe for people to work the land. Farmers face serious risks, which has led over 60% of the population to leave farming. Climate change adds to the problem with unpredictable droughts and floods. In 2023, inflation 23%, making staple foods like rice, beans, and corn flour too costly. Due to these hardships, some people have turned to unconventional food sources. Child malnutrition reaches 43% in some regions, leading to stunted growth. Despite exporting minerals worth billions, most Congolese see little benefit, highlighting the impact of the resource curse. This is a major humanitarian crisis that receives limited global attention. The worsening food crisis in Congo hides a deeper story: what forces keep fertile lands from feeding millions. But before we uncover that, there's a mysterious ancient tree whose whispers may hold secrets beyond science. Deep in Congo's Mabali region, near the village of Lutu, stands the Whispering Tree, also known as Labra Kishu. Believed to be over 500 years old, this ancient tree produces a soft whispering sound when wind passes through its branches, as if it's speaking. Locals consider it a sacred symbol, believing it carries the voices of ancestors and offers a spiritual connection to nature. Scientists are intrigued by the tree's unique acoustics and have studied its bark, leaves, and environment to uncover the source of its mysterious sound. In Congo's dense jungles, tales of giant creatures have fascinated locals and explorers for years. Among them is the JBA Fofi, a spider said to be as big as a dinner plate, with webs that stretch across meters of jungle. Reports of these spiders have circulated for decades. Another giant is the Goliath beetle, one of the world's largest insects, growing over 4 inches long and weighing up to 3.5 ounces. These creatures highlight the region's remarkable biodiversity. Before continuing, I have a special 10-second request for all of you listening. If you can help me in any way, please hit the notification bell and subscribe. It helps this channel so much. And if you do that, I will do everything I can to make this show even better for you. Deal? Some recent theories suggest a possible link between Stonehenge and the Congo. Stonehenge in Wiltshire, England, was built around 4,000 to 5,000 years ago using massive stones, some weighing up to 25 tons. These stones are aligned with celestial events like the summer solstice. Some fossil evidence hints that the stones might have come from Central Africa, possibly the Congo, as part of an ancient geological formation. However, no solid archaeological proof supports this idea, so the theory remains speculative but continues to spark interest. If ancient monuments could have roots in Africa, what other ancient creatures might still roam its forests? The Dingonek is a legendary creature from the Congo basin, said to resemble a mix of lion, bear, and leopard, with a fish-like tail. Stories of its fierce nature and attacks on humans have circulated for generations. One of the earliest reports came in 1907 from hunter John Alfred Jordan near Lake Victoria. Explorer Edgar Beer Bronson also mentioned it in his 1910 book, sharing villagers' accounts of the beast. Despite several expeditions, no evidence has confirmed the Dingonek's existence, keeping it a mystery in Congo folklore. Gabat, once called the Versailles of the jungle, was transformed by Mobutu Sese Seko, Congo's leader from 1965 to 1997, into an extravagant personal estate deep in the remote jungle. In the 1970s, Mobutu spent over $100 million, around $400 million today, building multiple marble palaces with gold leaf walls and crystal chandeliers. The main palace had more than 50 rooms filled with valuable artifacts. He constructed a 2-mile runway large enough for the Concorde jet to bring international guests. Mobutu's estate included a private zoo with lions, tigers, and polar bears, a hydroelectric power plant, a hospital staffed by European doctors, a nuclear bunker, and an advanced satellite communication system. He hosted extravagant parties with champagne, caviar, and lobster, spending millions while most Congolese lived on less than $1 a day. When Mobutu was overthrown in 1997, Gabat was abandoned. The palaces deteriorated, overtaken by jungle vines with wildlife roaming inside. Today, the ruins stand as a notable example of the contrast between Mobutu's wealth and his country's poverty. Some local villagers now live in the former servants' quarters of this decaying jungle palace complex. The okapi is an unusual animal that looks like a mix of several species. It has a horse-like body, chocolate brown coloring, zebra stripes on its legs, a giraffe-like head, and a long tongue used for cleaning its ears. Local Pygmy tribes have known the okapi for thousands of years, but Western science only identified it in 1901 when British explorer Sir Harry Johnston brought its skin and skull to London. Scientists were surprised to find a large, previously unknown mammal in the 20th century. The okapi is well adapted to its forest environment. Its zebra stripes help it blend into the dappled light, and its long tongue, up to 18 inches, allows it to reach leaves others cannot. It can hear a human's footsteps from over half a mile away, which helped it remain elusive. The okapi is the giraffe's closest living relative, sharing a common ancestor from about 16 million years ago. While giraffes live in open savannas, okapis thrive in dense forests. Today, fewer than 25,000 okapis remain, all in the Congo's forests. They face threats from deforestation and hunting and highlight the urgent need to protect this region's unique wildlife. In 1959, Belgian pilot Colonel Remy van Lierde reported seeing a very large snake in Congo's Katanga region while flying a reconnaissance mission. He estimated the snake to be about 50 feet long and 3 feet thick, with a head nearly 3 feet long and 2 feet wide. The snake reportedly raised its head 10 feet high and appeared to follow van Lierde's helicopter. His crew confirmed the sighting, describing the snake's large triangular head and thick body. A photo was taken that sparked ongoing discussion. Scientists remain cautious, as no known snake species grows to such sizes. The largest recorded snake is about 32 feet long. Some have speculated it could be an unknown species or a rare prehistoric survivor, inspired by local legends of giant water serpents called Nyoka ya Mayai. Modern investigations found shed snake skin over 25 feet long and satellite images showing large serpentine shapes, but no conclusive evidence exists. Van Leeuwen's photo continues to be studied, with some experts interpreting it as a large snake, while others suggest it might be a fallen tree or an optical illusion. The story remains an intriguing cryptozoological mystery. In Mangano, Congo, scientists were reportedly intrigued by the discovery of electrically charged stones. These dark, shiny stones appear to emit sparks when rubbed together, similar to welding machines. A viral video showed locals demonstrating this effect, which drew global interest. One unverified test claimed that a bulb was lit for 72 hours using just a gram of stone. Others said larger stones could even weld tools. Though some compare them to fictional vibranium, these reports remain unconfirmed and continue to spark curiosity among researchers. If you could explore just one of these Congo secrets in person, which would it be? Share your adventurous spirit with us in the comments. Congo's jungles are said to host giant spiders, known for their massive size and webs that span several meters. Found deep in the Congo basin, these spiders are described as predators able to trap small animals. Stories of them date back decades, with webs reported in remote areas. Scientists and explorers remain fascinated, studying their behavior and role in the ecosystem. In the jungles near Pointe Noire, Congo, the Chimpanzee Rehabilitation Center, founded in 1992 by the Jane Goodall Institute, rescues orphaned and injured chimps affected by habitat loss and the illegal wildlife trade. The center, known as Chimpa, cares for over 150 chimpanzees in naturalistic enclosures. It also educates local communities about conservation and is supported by veterinary clinics and skilled staff to ensure the chimps' health and safety. The Baka people, one of the oldest groups in the Congo basin, have lived in harmony with the forest for over 40,000 years. They identify over 300 plants, navigate dense forests without tools, and communicate over long distances. Today, fewer than 400,000 Baka remain, facing challenges mainly from losing their land to conservation efforts that have displaced them to roadside settlements. This disrupts their traditional hunter-gatherer lifestyle, leading to a loss of cultural knowledge and language, with children often educated only in French or local languages. Anthropologist Dr. Jerome Lewis describes this situation as a form of cultural loss, emphasizing the Baka's deep ecological knowledge, which is comparable to modern scientific understanding and valuable for sustainable forest management. Similarly, the Batwa people in eastern Congo face displacement from their lands due to conservation projects to protect mountain gorillas. Many live in poverty and discrimination, losing access to their traditional skills. The decline of these indigenous cultures is both a human and environmental concern, as their knowledge about sustainable living and biodiversity is crucial. Some organizations work to support their rights and preserve their heritage, but time is limited as elders with irreplaceable wisdom grow older. In the rivers of Congo, locals tell of the Mahamba, a legendary creature said to be a giant predator up to 50 feet long. It is believed to hide in deep waters, reportedly ambushing animals and boats. Stories of the Mahamba have been passed down for generations along the Congo River. For many, it represents the wild and mysterious spirit of the region. Though widely told, the creature's existence remains unverified, making it one of Congo's enduring legends. Deep in central Congo lies the Congo Peatlands, the world's largest tropical peatland complex. Spanning about 145,000 square kilometers, these wetlands are made of thick peat, a soil formed from decomposed plant matter. They are vital for climate regulation, storing an estimated 30 billion metric tons of carbon, which is more than 15 years of global fossil fuel emissions. Protecting the peatlands is crucial in efforts to fight climate change. If these Congo mysteries amazed you, hit that like button to show your love for uncovering the unknown. In September 2020, heavy rains in northeastern Congo revealed gold deposits in the village of Chuja, triggering a large gold rush. Thousands of people arrived with shovels and pickaxes, leaving their farms and traveling long distances in hopes of finding wealth. At its peak, about 50,000 miners worked the site, digging tunnels and extracting significant gold nuggets. This rush boosted the local economy, causing food prices to increase and creating new businesses. However, unregulated mining led to serious environmental damage, including water contamination and unstable tunnels. Disputes over mining claims and theft became frequent, and some armed groups took advantage of the situation. The presence of military forces aimed to maintain order, but sometimes led to complaints of unfair treatment and gold confiscation. Miners faced ongoing risks such as cave-ins, exposure to harmful gases, and injuries, which placed a strain on local healthcare facilities. International companies expressed interest in obtaining formal mining rights, causing tensions with artisanal miners. In early 2021, the government suspended all mining activities citing safety and environmental concerns, and deployed military personnel who encountered resistance from some miners. This suspension affected the local economy and left many families facing financial hardship after investing in mining. In 2003, a large footprint was discovered near the village of Sui in the Congo jungle. It measured over 3 feet long and was deeply pressed into the ground, suggesting a very heavy creature. The print had 5 toes and looked more like a reptile or dinosaur than a mammal. Scientists and cryptozoologists took plaster casts and analyzed their shape, but their origin remains unknown. The creature that made it is still a mystery, adding to the legends of Congo's wilderness. In Congo's folklore, the Mokele-Mbembe is a legendary creature believed to resemble a pterosaur. Its name means breaker of boats, reflecting its feared reputation. Sightings date back to the early 1900s, with explorer Frank Mellon documenting stories near the Jundu swamps by the Zambia border. Locals describe it as having leathery wings, a wingspan of 4 to 7 feet, and a sharp, toothed beak. It is said to attack both people and animals. Though there is no scientific proof, the Mokele-Mbembe remains a lasting part of Congo's cultural heritage. Kena, sometimes referred to as the Cave of Agonizing Death, is one of Congo's mysterious locations. Hidden in the dense jungles of the Democratic Republic of Congo, it gained attention in 1928 when Italian explorer Alite visited. A World War I veteran, Alite came to Africa in search of healing from tuberculosis and was drawn to the region's unexplored landscapes. Inside the cave, he reported finding human remains along with snakes and spiders, contributing to its eerie reputation. The cave's exact location remains unknown due to the thick jungle and difficult terrain, adding to the ongoing mystery that surrounds it. The Goualou Triangle, located in Ndoki National Park in the Republic of Congo, is a remote rainforest known for its rich wildlife, especially chimpanzees. Since the 1990s, researchers from the Max Planck Institute have studied chimp behavior there. Scientists like Dr. Christophe Bosch and Dr. David Morgan observed chimps using tools, such as sticks to catch termites or crack nuts, showing their intelligence. The area's protected, untouched environment allows for research without human disruption, offering valuable insights into chimpanzee learning and social behavior. Don't miss our next deep dive into the world's hidden secrets. Subscribe now and join the adventure all year round. The Baka Pygmies, an indigenous group in the Congo Basin, are known for their strong bond with the forest and unique cultural practices. Some believe they can communicate silently over long distances, particularly during hunting. Anthropologists have noted such instances and continue to explore possible explanations. The Baka connect this ability to forest spirits and a deep spiritual link to nature. While telepathy remains a debated concept, these stories reflect their close relationship with the environment. Bill Forest, in the heart of the Congo Basin, is a lush area rich in wildlife, especially intelligent and social chimpanzees. These chimps use tools like rocks and sticks to hunt and gather food, showing problem-solving skills and cultural behavior. They live in complex groups with clear hierarchies and unique ways of communicating. Foraging for fruits, seeds, and insects, they adapt well to their jungle environment. Playful and curious, they sometimes interact with humans. Scientists continue to study them for insights into animal intelligence and behavior. Hidden in the Congo Basin is the legendary city of Zinge, described as an advanced African civilization that may have existed before European contact. First mentioned by Portuguese traders in the late 1800s, Zinge was said to be built from a mysterious black metal resistant to corrosion, with tall buildings and streets arranged in precise patterns. The name likely means the black place, referring either to the metal or the original inhabitant's skin color. Explorer Henry Morton Stanley recorded reports describing large libraries, metallurgical workshops, and astronomical observatories. Sir Richard Francis Burton collected testimonies of a city with about 100,000 people, featuring advanced technology and organized social systems. The black metal was described as stronger than steel but lighter, with properties thought to be unusual. Zinge's layout was reportedly aligned with stars and planets, and its central palace included an observatory used for calendars and eclipse predictions. The city was said to have been abandoned in the 1600s, possibly due to the Atlantic slave trade, with inhabitants concealing it using advanced engineering. Modern searches using satellite imagery and radar have identified possible sites, though political and security issues have limited excavation. Some scholars suggest Zinge may represent multiple advanced settlements in the region, highlighting the technological and social achievements of pre-colonial African societies often overlooked by history. Deep in the remote swamps of the Congo Basin, local tribes tell of the Emala, a massive and fearsome creature resembling something from the age of dinosaurs. It is said to be about 25 feet long, with a body as large as a rhinoceros, covered in thick, shiny armored scales. A single horn, over 3 feet long, protrudes from its head and is sharp enough to pierce trees. Unlike other legendary animals, the Emala is described as aggressive toward humans, sometimes attacking in coordinated groups. The Baka people, longtime inhabitants of the area, say it lives in the deepest parts of the Liala swamp and is the top predator, even feared by crocodiles and hippos. Reports of the Emala date back to 1909 and include giant three-toed footprints and a 1988 helicopter crew encounter. Though some footage exists, it has never been publicly released, and experts debate its authenticity. Traditional hunters avoid certain swamp areas and use charms for protection. The Emala is said to eat a wide range of food, from meat to plants, suggesting it might be omnivorous. Modern searches using sonar and DNA have found some unusual signs, but no conclusive proof. Whether real or myth, the Emala remains a powerful part of local culture and mystery in the Congo Basin. These are 25 of the most shocking and mysterious discoveries from the Congo that still puzzle scientists and challenge what we know. Which discovery surprised you the most? Was it the dark reality of cobalt mining, the strange electric stones, or the legendary creatures said to roam the forests? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed exploring these mysteries, please subscribe and ring the notification bell to stay updated on more amazing discoveries. There are many more secrets to uncover. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.